That is the foundation. Once that is not there, I'm not cursing. I'm not cursing. To get that result in a divided home, we call it in Nigeria broken home. The children will just be half-baked children compared to a house whereby it is the two hands that join together to put down the seed, to water it, to nurture it, to the extent of having the fruits of their labor. And here, from Islamic perspective, as submitted by the Imam, the starting point is what? Is to give them sound Islamic education. And added in Arabic language says, Fakilu Shaykh, La Yu'ti. I know I'm not in the class, but my dear mothers, please repeat after me. Fakilu Shaykh, La Yu'ti. Fakilu Shaykh, La Yu'ti. What you don't possess, you can give it out as a gift. What you don't have, the knowledge that you are lacking, how can you transfer it to the children? Well, I prepared for 1 hour lecture. They said in 5 minutes I should round up. No. That's the instruction.
No, we are enjoying this.
No.
Well, I will skip most of my points. We have to. Militating against good matrimonial home. When you get Fakir to share Ila Yote, and I said it is the knowledge, that knowledge must be put into practice. And when knowledge is put to practice, you are thereby transferring to your children taqwa, piety, consciousness of Allah, wherever they may be, that they will be Allah's conscious. It is when we are able to give them that, just like the Houston's example, TTY, train them young, we are able to implant taqwa of Allah, the fear of Allah in their minds, in their both private and public conduct, that they should be guided by the fear of Allah, not even you as a parent. Because when they fear you as a parent, they put on this false sense of image. Is when you are around, they do it right. When you are no longer there, oh, they said this man is not around, okay, freedom. So they should not, don't create this fear that the children should fear you. No, that's not Islamic teaching. But let them fear the one that you also is accountable to. That is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, I'm fond of making illustrations. One day, one of most respectable Khalifa, Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, and this will be linked to the second point. Umar ibn Abdul Aziz was usually student of Islamic studies. We refer to him as the 5th Khalif after the 4 guided Khulafa. Not that there were no other Khalifa in between them, but because he was just during his own time. So we refer to him as the 5th Khalif. One day, on the eve of Eid, tomorrow is Eid al-Adha, his children, they went to him. They are 15 in number. 9 girls, the rest are males. They are 6. Then they said, yeah, oh, our father, tomorrow is Eid. We thought you will give us new dresses. You will give us a lot of things, a lot of materials. So we are expecting that from you, Dad. The father looked at them. بعين العاطفة قالوا له يا أبانا ليس عندنا ثياب جديدة نعيد فيه. The father looked at them. He was very, very surprised. And he told them, يا أبنائي يا أولادي, oh my children, ليس العيد لمن لبس الجديد إنما العيد من خاف يوم الوعيد. Oh my children, tomorrow, yes, tomorrow is Eid day. But ليس العيد لمن لبس الجديد. This is a philosophy which I implore each and every one of us to stick to. When we are talking of Khalifa, it's more or less during his own time, the world president of the Muslims, wherever they may be, Sharqan wa Garban, north, east, west, south, is the leader. So he had everything in his possession. So he has the public treasury in his possession. So the children, they wanted a lot of materials from their father. But the father said, oh my children, Ya awladi, Ya abunai, oh my children, laysa al-eidu liman labisa al-jadida. Eid, the real meaning of Eid is not the gorgeous dresses you put on. It's not the material benefit. To translate it into the modern world, where you find yourself, a lot of materialistic, motivational factors are at your fingertips in America, not the way we are brought up in Nigeria. You have a lot of things at your disposal. Money is there. Dollars is there to spend. You can take them as we went yesterday to the White House. You have everything to give them. But Umar ibn Abdulaziz, in order to change our philosophy, he said over-pampering is not the answer. And this is where you are making mistake. Please pardon me if I'm not saying it the way you want. I told you I'm speaking from my own experience, a localized one for that matter, the Nigerian example. So we look at it, and I ask the pertinent question. Most of you share my own experience, but we tend to forget where we are coming from and where we are going. We have arrived. We are in the United States. We have everything. Therefore, our children must not suffer the way we suffer. Yes, nobody pray. Yeah. But yet, we have to do that with a caution. So it is our own duty. Gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kí anybody kó teach wọn ní that aspect of the deen. Not even a man, for that matter, is very, very dangerous. Even sister, it's because you are failing. That's why you allow her. Please, just take it from me. You don't argue with me. Just take it, even if I'm saying the wrong thing. So it is you. You take it. You don't allow anybody to teach your child, whether male, whether female, or outside. It is your duty to let her know. At this stage, you look out for this. Don't panic. Just let me know. I will tell you what to do. And this is Islam. This is how you get them involved. This is how you transfer your own game knowledge to them. Sorry, mo bere question yẹn láti the last because of the importance. Well, what you want to know, there is nothing like that. Well, my brother who submitted that there is nothing wrong to be Americanized.
No. American, not Americanized.
To be American. Okay, I agree with you. There is difference between being an American and being Americanized. I can be Americanized because I'm from Nigeria. I cannot be an American. But our kids, they are American, and there is nothing wrong in it. Well, I don't doubt it because Quran says, "Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum." Yes, there's no doubt about it. But if you check the history of this society, they borrowed a lot because during the 300 years of Portuguese penetration in Africa, when they came to take slaves, many of the slaves that they took were Hufazul Quran, were scholars of Islam. They tapped from them. It is a good aspect they tap from our forebearers. There is nothing wrong. I learned a lot in this society. In fact, whenever I get home, I've said it this morning that the American society, in American society, you find Islam everywhere. Hello? You find Islam in their dealings. I had terrible experience in 2008. The same month, I went to Saudi Arabia for Umrah and I came to America. I was in Chicago then. I lost my box in the 2 trips. From Mecca to Nigeria. All I bought for my family, I think I'll meet it on the day of Qiyamah. But here, I went from Chicago, I went to Boston. While I was coming back, one thing led to the other. My bag didn't follow me to Chicago. When I got there, I said, "Where's my luggage?" They said, "Okay, the next flight will bring it, or give us your address, we'll bring it home. We'll deliver it." Then I called my friend. He's what happened. Then he laughed. He said, "Give them the address." I said, "I don't know the address." "Okay, you tell them." I handed over the phone to the guy and said, No. It is you. You tell me the address, I'll write it. Not somebody that I don't know. At the end of the day, they brought my bag intact. That is Islam. That is Islam. But I don't see it among the Muslims. I found it here. So there is nothing wrong. And I'm not saying that these people are terrible. But, my brother, even if you want to be an American, it has to be with caution. Not everything goes right. Especially their dealings. The respect to parents is lacking. It's lacking, whether you like it or not. From Nigerian perspective, it is zero. Is that he has ready-made answers. Because the first teacher explained everything. The first teacher, that's Prophet Muhammad. He explained everything. He told us, if we want to have intercourse with our wives, I think that is where you want me to say whether yes or no. Yes. The Prophet told us what to do. You just don't go, call her as a donkey, lie down. Oh yeah. No. She's not an engine. The day she doesn't feel like, the day she's weak, as a husband, you are told to tolerate her. Nobody, no angel, not even one angel, darkness of 70, will cause anybody. So you can say no when it is to say no, but not that you want to say no to punish him. So that is the difference. Because all along the question is she's weak. That when she's weak, when she's sick, she's not a donkey. She should not be treated like a slave. That's what we are told by the prophet. So you have every right to say no when it is time to say no. But you don't say no because you just want to say no.
Right. That's very clear.
Most women here in the States, for some reason, I don't know what's called brainwashed, like say a marriage is going through problems, they're going through divorce and separation, and let's say divorce, and so there are kids involved. The man refuses to pay child support, the 2-3 kids. The woman is afraid to ask for child support because she's going to be condemned amongst other women or other men, mostly women too. They don't want to support her for asking for child support. What would you say to that? She's alone, and they don't want to ask for child support.
Okay.
And they say it's an American thing.
I thank my sister. But I want to say that there are so many things that are involved that I don't know about child support. My teacher is here. He will help me to answer you. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We thank our sister for her question. May Allah bless her, inshallah. When it comes to custody, as far as Islam is concerned, the father is responsible to pay for child support unless she doesn't have it. If he has money, then he has to pay for the child support. Suppose now I'm working, then something happens, I divorce my wife, that I divorce her, even if she's the one who is mistaken. The minute divorce happens, then I'm responsible financially for taking care of my children and to pay for my children. Now, for the wife, that is to the time of a waiting period, maybe 3 months, maybe 4 months and 10 days, but after that, not paying for the wife. But for the children, he is responsible to pay for him or for her, and even going to college, he's responsible. Now, if he doesn't have, that's another case entirely. Because if he doesn't have here, they put him on record, and anywhere he goes and works, they're going to take the money out. But if he's working, then as far as Islam is concerned, wallahi, there is no free right. There's no free right. And now all the Russians are going to already ready.